Okay, so before we begin, as your Toastmaster contest chair today, I was told by our very own Mike Dalton that I have to warm up the audience. And as I was reflecting on how to engage, I don't know how I follow Mr. Craig Valentine, but I was thinking about on my way in today how speech contests are a lot like swimming competitions. My daughter, she's 10 years old, she just started swimming competitively. It's an individual team sport. Speech contests are just like my daughter competing in swim meets. We meet with our clubs, we practice our skills, and when we declare, we go and we step into the contest stage. It's a journey, and you are going to leverage all the skills that you work on in your meetings to improve your speaking. And we, as the team, members of Toastmasters, play an important role in supporting all of the contestants as they step onto the stage today, because we know all the work that they put in to get here today. What kind of team event would be effective without a warm-up? So everybody stand up if you're willing and able. Like my daughter's swim meets, we're gonna swim. Okay, so let's start swimming. We'll do the butterfly. Everybody up and around. Okay, now we're gonna do backstroke. The next one is the breaststroke. And finally, the freestyle. You are all prepared now to take this adventure with us this morning. Thank you so much. I'm excited to announce that the contestants have been briefed. Mr. Chief Judge, have the contest officials been briefed?
Madam Contest Chair, I'm happy to inform you that our judges, our timers, and our ballot counters have been briefed. Let's have a contest!
Mr. Sergeant at Arms, please escort our contestants to the holding room. We'll give them a minute to walk down the hall. Okay. Think they're there yet? Okay. Our first contestant is Robert Humphreys. Robert Humphreys, if you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? If you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? Robert Humphreys.
Thank you, Madam Contest Chair.
You're welcome.
Some of you who know me right now, you're thinking, what is he going to do now? And I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out along the way. And one of the things that I saw along the way to getting into this room was Doug, where are you, Doug? Wearing that hat. And then I had an idea what I want to do. So Doug, this is for you. Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of this hat! Must have got the wrong hat. Table topics is like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. It is impromptu, and you gotta think on your feet even without a hat. But what's more important about table topics is to have a message to go with the question. Because if, as Toastmasters, we can't share what we really believe in, we might as well not open our mouths in the first place. And one of the things we want to do is listen to people, learn from the people, and what's important to them, and respond accordingly. If I could take a picture of anything that happened in my life, it would be on the day I was born. Because I don't have a picture of me doing that, I just don't remember. But right after that, not long, believe it or not, I knew in my heart that this world needed something from me. I couldn't talk, I didn't know words yet, but I knew this world needed something from me. What does this world need from you? You are in one of the finest organizations in the world. We cross all borders, all religions, all beliefs. You can speak to anyone, anywhere. You can listen to their questions and you can give them an answer from your heart. What they need to hear, what's the picture that you have in your heart? Madam Contest Chair.
We'll now have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timer, can you please put 1 minute on the clock? Contestant number 2, Lindsay Behan. Lindsay Behan, if you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? If you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? Lindsay Behan. You're welcome. Oh, no, say that again.
Thank you, Contest Chair.
Okay, you're welcome.
A single photo of your life should contain everything you hold near and dear. And ideally, you should be really happy, and you should be looking good. For me, that photo already exists. It's from my wedding. The most expensive outfit I've ever owned, and the sparkliest. Very important. My makeup was all done, my hair was all done, I was looking good. Of course, my husband was there. I kind of like him. And my stepdaughter was there. Those are the things I hold most near and dear to my heart, my family. I'd love to add a cat into that photo, for those of you who know. Cats are something I hold very near and dear. Family, pets, and I volunteer with cats, so it's also altruism. Those are all of my favorite things. There's this one photo that I'm thinking specifically, and this is what the photo would look like with a cat in it. It was a candid photo, we were taking our family shots, and we're all laughing, and we just looked so joyous. And I look at that photo, I'm like, this is what my life is all about. That's my photo. That's my life in a photo. Thank you, Contest Chair.
We'll now have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timer, can you please put 1 minute on the clock? Let me know when that's passed. Contestant number 3, Nana Hong. Nana Hong, if you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? If you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? Nana Hong.
Thank you, Contest Chair.
You're welcome.
Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and Contest Chair. If I could take one single photograph of my life, I want it to be me speaking right in front of 10,000 audience. You see, I have a dream. 3 years ago, I posted a picture of a confident speaker on my vision board. Do you all have a vision board? The things you want to accomplish, and also those are the things you're scared the most. And I have a deep, deep fear of being the spotlight, like right now. But one thing that really made me want to make a change was my son. When he was born, I realized I wanted to be the hero for him. I wanted him to look up to me and see the world full of possibilities so he can do whatever he wants with his life. And Toastmasters has made a difference for me. I started walking into the South Hills Toastmaster Club when my husband and kids escorted me and waited me outside. But after that, 5 years, slowly I made progress. I'm still making progress, but I can see Toastmaster makes a difference. When I first stood up in front of the stage, it didn't kill me. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I can tell you, I am stronger every day, and my children are too. Thank you, Contest Chair.
Now I'll have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots. Timers, can you please let us know when 1 minute has passed?
One minute.
Thank you. Contestant number 4, Ryan Jacobs. Ryan Jacobs, if you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? If you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? Ryan Jacobs.
Thank you, Madam Contest Chair.
Wait.
Try again.
Thank you, Madam Contest Chair.
Did you turn it off?
Do you get the 2 minutes for the technical issue?
Yeah, we got 2 minutes for a technical.
2 minutes for technical.
Come back. Oh, it's good? Okay.
All right, thank you, Madam Contest Chair.
You're welcome.
What would my life look like in a single photo? I bring so many photos up in my head right now, and one of my favorite ones is the birth of my daughter, one of the first pictures I've ever seen of her, and, well, ever took of her. She was, she was 4 pounds and 15 ounces, and she was real short. I forget her length. But it was one of the most beautiful pictures in the world. And I had a funny shirt on. I was sitting over her, watching her be a newborn, and I had this shirt with a Doge on it. If anybody knows memes, I'm really big into crypto. I love Dogecoin. I think it's a funny thing, and it makes me a little bit of money here and there. So it was just really funny to have that meme over my newborn's first picture. However, if I look at another picture of my life, I look at RMU right down the street. I went to RMU for 4 years. I graduated there with a manufacturing engineering degree. And it's funny, I took a picture today of the building right next to us. It's called Yorktown. I sent it to my friends today from college. And it was just such an amazing experience being at Robert Morris University and meeting new friends. I finally have lifetime friends. One of their names are Steve, the other name is Floge, I like to call him, Joseph. And those pictures that I took with them in college were some of my favorite memories. So if I had to put everything in one picture about my life, I would take a picture of my daughter with a big RMU sign behind her. Thank you, Madam Contest Chair.
We'll now have 1 minute of silence while the judges complete their ballots. Timers, can you please let me know when 1 minute has passed?
One minute.
No, it's up. Great. Can you please start a 2-minute timer? Okay, we're good. Our next contestant, Patty Thor. Patty Thor, if you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? If you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? Patty Thor.
If I could take a single photograph of my life, what would it look like? First thing I think of is a sunset. And you say, sunset? I'm still pretty young. But think about how sunsets change. They start out, you got pretty much a blue sky, and then they pinks and the reds start coming in, and you watch it as it gets darker and deeper. You know, as we grow through life, don't we get deeper? We understand life more, and there's more meaning and depth to our character. At first it's all shiny and exciting in the golden colors, and then as we grow and get more experience, we bring in this depth that maybe we didn't show before. I think sunset would be the best photograph for explaining my life. Now, let me ask you this. How do you shine right now? What do you show everyone in your life? And what is the depth that is growing inside of you? What is the depth that you have to offer? You know, something about the darkness, we always think of darkness as bad, but isn't that also a place of rest? In the sunlight, we're active and busy. But in the darkness, in the depth, we can rest. And I've noticed as I've gotten mature. I like that word, better than old. I have noticed that there is more rest within my soul. There's more depth. I can now see the person who's frantic and say, I'm here for you. I know it will be okay. I've lived through many frantic times, and I'm sure you have. Enjoy your time of rest. Contest chair.
We'll now have 1 minute of silence while the judges complete their ballots. Timers, can you please let me know when 1 minute has passed?
One minute.
Thank you. Contestant number 6, Michael Nelson. Michael Nelson, if you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? If you could take a single photograph of your life, what would it look like? Michael Nelson.
Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, if I could take a single photograph of my life, what would that look like? That's a very profound question for me, because I've had such a colorful life. I've spent time in the military. I spent time as a Pennsylvania State Police trooper. I made the transition from the state police into corporate America. I'm an athlete, basketball, football, baseball. So if I was to take a picture of my life, what would that look like? That picture would be a myriad of just all my life's experiences. And I'll tell you what's going to be in the center of that photograph. My beautiful wife. She's the one who grounds me and helps me to make all these changes and do the challenges of life. Without her, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. So that photograph would be a photo of her in the center with family and all my friends and all my life's accomplishments throughout everything that I've done to this point. Madam Contest Chair.
We'll now ask for silence while the judges complete their ballots and the ballot counters and the chief judge collect them and go to the counting room. Please be silent.
Ballots have been collected.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, while the ballot counters and the chief judge calculate who our winners are today, we're going to have some interviews of our contestants. I'd like to invite our first contestant, Robert Humphreys, to the stage. Thank you. Okay. So Robert, how long have you been in Toastmasters and what club are you representing today?
Just speaking to my thumb.
Oh, sorry.
I can't.
Here.
Everybody knows I can be loud. I'm a member of Early Birds Toastmasters and Bayview Toastmasters. I've been a member for 33 plus years. Is that it?
Nope. Well, given that you've been a member of Toastmasters and obviously a distinguished Toastmaster, past district governor, what is one of the most important lessons you've learned from Toastmasters over your 33 years?
Well, you'll keep hearing this from me because I keep repeating myself since I was that little baby, and that's listen to people, find out what they need, and help them get it. And in this organization, we do that.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. It says one of your hobbies is sailing. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
In sailing, you have to juggle the wind, the water, the boat, the sails, all at one time. And that's not just a difficulty sometimes, but if you're on a lake where I sail and the wind changes directions every 5 seconds, it's almost nearly impossible. So you learn to flow with life the way you learn to sail, and you learn to love nature no matter what it throws at you as a sailor, and that's one of the reasons I like it.
I love that too. Thank you so much. Here it is, your participation certificate.
Can I throw something in here?
Yeah.
I just got a text message from our Sergeant at Arms. Anybody ever heard of Early Birds? We meet on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
This came in at 10:29. We just gained 2 more members today. Both guests are signing up. They both confidently committed and took the paperwork with them.
Thank you so much. Okay. Lindsay Behan and Anna Hong will both be competing at the humorous contest this afternoon, so we'll move forward to Ryan Jacobs. Thank you so much. Okay, Ryan, so how long have you been in Toastmasters and what club are you representing here today?
I've been a Toastmaster for 6 or 7 years now, and I'm president of the Laurel Highlands Toastmasters Club.
Okay, so on your interest hobbies, you listed a couple of things. Raising chickens, playing guitar, and competing, mentoring in robotics programs. Want to tell us a little bit about all of these diverse hobbies?
So, let's start off with the easy one, playing guitar. I started learning when I was 11 or 12, been playing through today. Raising chickens has become one of my favorite things in the world. I have 6 beautiful chickens. I'm probably going to get about 20 more in the next year here. And I love having extra eggs, so if you need eggs, I'm a good salesman. What was the last one? Oh, competing and mentoring in robotics. I mentor kids from the age of 6 to 18 in robotics. I teach them how to program, how to build, how to make mechanical things move. And that is just a lot of fun. I love mentoring the kids.
That's awesome. It says here, for your favorite quote, you have riot, relax, it's only Toastmasters.
Laurel Highlands Toastmasters knows this saying a lot. Yeah, riot. I got told that by a past division director, Joe Arnold, if any of you know him. I was an area director under him, and he always said riot, riot, riot. And I was like, I agree, relax, it's only Toastmasters. So, yep.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Thank
I have
you,
a participation certificate for you. Okay. Our next contestant is Patty Thor. Yep, here we go. Okay. Patty, how long have you been in Toastmasters and what club are you representing here today?
I've been in Toastmasters since 2011, and I represent the Penn State Pingers!
Now, okay, let's see. It says that you've published 4 books and you have a video of a new song on YouTube called Time to Speak Up. You want to tell us a little bit about your stories?
Okay, so years ago, I got in a program to help write books, and so I took off and did a few. I have a parenting book on Amazon, Secrets to Raising Amazing Kids Without Being a Perfect Parent. Right? And my latest, or worked on, is after there was a certain incident where somebody was silenced for speaking truth. I knew that was time to say, hey, church, body of Christ, time to speak up. And so that's the name of the song, Time to Speak Up. And it starts with, when we were kids, when we were infants, we were encouraged to walk and talk. But then after learning those skills, we were told to sit down and be quiet. Hence, most of us, our society encourages us to not use our voices. Hence, most of us lose them.
That's right.
And that quote was formed shortly into Toastmasters because I noticed how many adults couldn't even say hi in a room. And realized that our whole society teaches us to not use our voices. So the whole song is an anthem. You can check it out on YouTube. There's no charge. Look it up, Time to Speak Up Anthem, and you'll see it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, and our final contestant, Michael Nelson. Thanks. Okay, Michael, tell us how long you've been in Toastmasters and what club you're representing here today.
I've been in Toastmasters for 3.5 years, and I am a member of the Cranberry Area Toastmasters.
Okay, Michael. Let's see, what inspires you most? It says, do you remember what you wrote, or you want me to read? It says, I'm inspired by the opportunity to grow a little each day and become a better version of who I was yesterday.
Absolutely. I'm in a constant growth. I want to continue to do better, just try to be a better me every day. And that's why I'm a member of Toastmasters. I just want to have the opportunity to hone my speaking skills, my ability to communicate. Communication is the key to everything. And having the opportunity to participate in Toastmasters, participate in a table topics contest, it's just another opportunity to continue to grow and get better and be a better me.
Thank you. And then your favorite quote, you said, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends.
Yes, that is a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King. Very, very profound, because there's so many things going on in the world today. And when you look at your friends, it's one thing to have a disagreement with, I don't want to say an enemy, but you have a disagreement with someone, that's okay. What is troubling to me is when your friends and allies sit back and watch injustice or mistreatment and they don't speak up to make a correction about that. So bullying and all those kind of things I have no tolerance or patience for that, and that's what that quote means to me.
Thank you so much. Okay, we'll now take a short break while the ballot counters and the chief judge complete their task.